Jungkook, let's watch a movie together. You happily said to Jungkook, who is busy in doing his work on laptop. I'm busy, man, I don't have time, he said coldly without looking away from the screen. You went to him and clinched on his arm. Jungkook, please, only for today. He gently pulled your hand away. When I said I don't have time, let me work. But you work all the time, can't you even give yourself some rest sometimes? No, I can't, he said while typing. You furiously looked at him, but his gaze was on his screen. Fine, you said, then angrily went away from there. He gazed at your disappearing figure and sighed before taking off his glasses. Why am I like this? He's right though. I should give myself rest sometimes. But is it even possible for the CEO himself? He said to himself. I need to complete this too, as tomorrow is my important meeting. But I also can't see her being disappointed with me. I have to do something, he said, then made his way to living room. You furiously came and plopped on couch and started the movie while cursing him. What does he think of himself? I just asked to watch movie together and he can't even do that. He works his off whole day in office. Can't he at least chill sometimes? Now why are you here? Were not you busy a while ago? You said to him, but he is looking on the screen of his laptop, which is kept on his lap. I'm still busy, he said while typing. You sighed out of disbelief. Then be busy, why are you sitting here with me? I can sit wherever I want, he said without breaking eye contact with the screen, and you gave him a sodden look. You are just unbelievable, you said, then frustratingly focused back on watching the movie. This way I will accompany you in watching the movie and will finish my work too. Breakfast is ready, come downstairs. You heard his voice, which is filled with cold demeanor, so you quickly ran from the room. Okay, coming, you said while descending the stairs. On hearing your voice, he looked at you and sighed. Walk slowly, Van, you'll get hurt. But you ignored him and walked down the stairs with the speed of light and then quickly sat down on your place. I told you to walk carefully, he said coldly. You just gave him a nervous smile. He just sighed, then served you and you started eating, and he too started eating, but then he noticed something. Van, eat slowly, food is not going anywhere. You heard him and gave him a smile, but you didn't follow him. Instead, you started eating more fastly. He just sighed as he is so done with you. Van, what should I do when you cook this much tasty food? I can't help myself, you said while chewing. But Van, he processed your words and smiled internally while looking at you, who was busy in eating. Still, Van, you should eat slowly. You are literally eating like you have not eaten for months. Okay, you nodded your head obediently. Then he too started eating. But then he again saw you putting large bites one by one in a row in your mouth, so he sighed. God, why this girl is so stubborn, she never listens to me. And then suddenly you choked on food and started coughing. I told you, but you never listens to me, he said and came to you and gave you water, then kissed you back to calm you down. After a while, you stopped coughing and felt better. Then you gave him a nervous smile, but he just glared at you. I'm sorry, you pouted, and he instantly melted there, but he didn't show it on his face. It's alright, but take care from next time, he said in cold tone, and you nodded. Will you go to office today? Yeah. Then bring something to eat for me, you said while smiling brightly. Alright. You entered inside the room and found Jungkook tying his watch on his wrist. Have you tied your tie? He is back facing you. Not yet. You took the tie from the shelf, then walked to him. Let me do your tie. Put it on table, I will do it myself, he said coldly while fixing his hairs. You rolled your eyes on hearing him. This cold jerk, you mumbled in mind, then pressed him against the wall. He gasped and became too stunned by this move. Why, what are you? Let me do it, you said, then started fixing his tie. His heartbeat was fastening with each passing second. He tried not to look at you, but failed miserably and ended up admiring you. After finishing tying, you looked up at him and found him already looking at you. You smiled before saying, "It's done." He didn't react. It was as if he was so lost in admiring your face. You frowned. "Jungkook, it's done." What? It was as if he came back to his senses just now. He rubbed the back of his neck awkwardly before saying, "Okay, thank you." You hummed and smiled internally on seeing him being flustered. Your hair lying down, groaning in pain caused by periods, and you were craving for chocolates, but you didn't have enough courage to go out to buy them. So you're waiting for Jungkook. He must be coming anytime soon. You saw the time and decided to call him. "Hello Jungkook, when are you coming?" "I'm in a meeting and I will finish it first. After that, I will come home." "Meeting, that means you will get late," you said in low voice while pouting. "Yes, I can be. I will call you later." Jungkook, wait, actually I was saying that you can say whatever you want when I get home, but please fine, for now let me work. "But Jungkook, I wanted you to bring..." "When I said I'm busy, can you tell me later whatever you have to?" he said, then cuts the call. Your heart ached and you pouted sadly. "You never had time for me. Work is more important to you than me," you mumbled sadly. Vine and Jungkook are married since a year. Jungkook is cold and reserved type of person, whereas Vine is bold and bubbly type of girl. They both were friends since high school. Jungkook used to have a girlfriend named Sophia. He loved her wholeheartedly, but she cheated on him and left him heartbroken. From then he became cold. His tense parents couldn't saw him breaking down, so they decided to get you both married. You couldn't saw your one and only friend breaking down and becoming cold and reserved, so you agreed to marry him. And since then you have been trying to make him back to being as cheerful as he was. Jungkook has finally finished his work and going to home while thinking about you. Suddenly he remembered that you asked him in the morning to bring something, so he told the driver to stop the car. After buying your favorite chocolates, he came back and sat inside the car. Then driver started the engine, but then suddenly pulled brakes heavily. "What happened?" he asked to the driver. "Sir, a girl came in front of our car." They both came out of the car to look for the girl. Jungkook looked at the girl. Her head was down, so he was not able to see her face, but she was resembling someone he knew, and when he looked up, he instantly recognized her, and flashbacks of past came running in his mind. He clenched his fist. "Take this and give her some money for treating her wounds." He gave his wallet to the driver, but then that girl stood up and unexpectedly hugged Jungkook. "Jungkook, I missed you so much," she said, but JK immediately pulled her away. She was about to fall, but driver held her. "Sir, she seems drunk. We should drop her off to her place." Jungkook sighed. "Fine, get her inside the car." "My place is not far from here. First drop me, then drop her to her place. She is in enough senses to tell you her address." "Okay, sir." Jungkook is sitting on the back seat and Sophia is also sitting there. He is trying his best to maintain distance from her, but she is continuously clinging to him, pissing him off. "Stay away from me," he shouted and she flinched. "Jungkook, please let me explain. I don't want to hear anything from you anymore," he said, raising his voice. She noticed the pack of chocolates. "Who did you buy all these things for?" she asked in low voice. Jungkook followed her gaze, then he understood about which things she is talking. "For my wife," he emphasized on the word wife. She heard, but then she suddenly hugged him. "Jungkook, please, let's get back together. I know you don't love your wife. You still love me. Please forgive me. I'm regretting everything," she said while hugging him. He clenched his jaw, then held her wrist and jerked her away from him. "I'm married now, so stay in your limits. I only love my wife, and yes, I hate you so much, so never show me your face again." "Driver, stop the car and drop me off here." "Okay, sir." He stopped the car and taking his things, he got out of the car. And then Jungkook's phone rang, so he took the call and driver started the engine and drive away. Jungkook has still not arrived, so you decided to go by yourself to bring some chocolates for yourself. So you were on your way to the store, but suddenly you saw Jungkook's car passing on the road. There was a girl inside his car and you saw they were hugging each other. The car was on low speed, still you were not able to recognize the girl, but then suddenly you saw that the car stopped and Jungkook got off from it. Your world stopped. You felt as if someone puts a stone in your heart when you recognized the girl. She was his ex-girlfriend Sophia. Your heart pounded in your chest and a lone tear fell from your eyes. So all the time he was busy with her, and here I believe that he was really busy because of work. You scoffed sadly, then wiped your tears harshly and left from there to home. You wiped your tears while thinking about the earlier incident. It is literally ripping your heart apart while thinking of it, because he is his ex-girlfriend who cheated on him. That's why he became cold and he still made her while lying to you. It is making you wonder, does he even love you or just fulfilling his responsibilities? Suddenly you heard the doorbell rings, but you decided not to go. You signaled your maid to go to open the door. Why is it taking her so long to open the door? I am already tired as hell because of meetings. Only her hug can fix me now. And suddenly the door opened, revealing the maid. He furrowed his eyebrows in confusion as he was wandering you to open the door, then jumping on him while lapping your legs around his torso and arms around his neck, just like you do every day. He doesn't show it, but his heart always skips a beat whenever you do these small things. Where is Wine? She is in living room. He nodded, then made his way to the living room.